This is a customer unit came in.
Yeah.
They were having problems with it?
Yeah.
Or?
Well, they blew up their 3 pumps.
Oh, this is the same user who blew up the other pump, ran it dry?
All 3, yeah.
And those metal shavings found their way into this control as well?
Yeah. Yeah, Mark said he took it all apart, cleaned everything. It's an M control, a remote.
Oh, remote.
Yeah, it's a remote pressure.
This here is a drain?
Yeah, that's the control drain.
Just a control drain. Does this unit have a case drain?
No. The PAVC line doesn't have a case drain. It's all internal.
So it's and they call that supercharged.
Yeah.
So where it goes back into the pump, into the inlet of the pump. Supercharged makes it sound a little fancier than it is, I think.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's why I said they call it. I mean, it's just.
So what I'm doing right now is I was making sure that the differential was right. We've taken it all apart, cleaned everything, put it back together again, and now we're checking. You just saw the differential. It's set now at 300 psi.
And so the differential is the difference between the pump compensation and this pressure.
Yeah.
And it's the addition of those two.
This pump pressure and the signal pressure.
Now I saw a differential here that was saying basically 0.
That's why I was having trouble. I couldn't get a stable reading on anything.
Okay, so what should it be at? About 300?
300.
And the differential is literally just the difference between this A and B at the top there.
That's all.
That's all it is. And you have this on the back just because it's a through drive, you just want a blanket, right?
Yeah.
So we measure the pump outlet, and then we measure what the signal is.
Yep.
And then that tells us the delta P spool here.
Yep.
And so this one is the difference between those two. And it's always a positive number, right?
Yep.
So that tells you that this pressure would always be greater than what the signal is. And the other way that we check is all the signal out here and then measure what the pressure is. And that will tell us what the differential is as well. Often I get customers saying that in the order desk, we get this all the time, and they say, my pump's not working, or I can't get any pressure.
Yeah.
And well, we always think that the pump doesn't produce the pressure, it produces the flow. But they always say, well, I'm just getting 300 PSI, I can't get any higher than that. And so we know that it's a problem with this signal line, that this signal line that has no pressure in here.
Yeah.
So the pump's never been told to actually start pumping. This one had these it was like a grinding or polishing marks on there.
Yeah, that could just be from the machining where they were polished up on the end. It could also be, sometimes they'll put like anti-rust solution on stuff.
Yep. We see the anti-rust stuff on a lot of Bain products. Is it okay to just leave it on when they install, or do you typically clean it off?
I always clean it off, especially on the flanges, because it could create a passage for oil to get under the O-ring. If it's an ORB seal on the rest of the flange, that's not a problem. But if it's a flange, the 4 bolts, I like to clean it all off, get it out of the way. We
have had some problems with rusty parts. So I think probably using it more so would be good. I'd almost be willing to get some ourselves, because sometimes we order stuff and it can sit on the shelf for a while. And then they go to use it and it turns out that it's a rust. Texas has that problem because of the humidity down there.
That would be probably a good thing, because you put it all on the front flanges. Because if you get some surface rust on that, depending on how exact you want your alignment to be, you get a little bit of rust. If it comes up a couple thou on this end, it's going to be more on the end of the shaft.
Probably just saved this customer a hell of a lot of modifications. So this is a P140Q Parker Premier pump, which is obsolete, no longer made. We are converting the control from a E1P to C1 for the customer. And this is going overseas.
So what are you doing, Trent?
Swapping the control from the hydraulic or electric hydraulic stroker to a standard compensator.
They might not be needing electro-hydraulic servo control. They may not need that for their application, or for what they're looking for is just a standard, just a pressure comp, no?
Yeah.
Just a standard pressure compensator. Yeah, it looks like we had this on the shelf for quite some time. Never moved, and fortunately our Customer needs a 140Q and we can supply that from stock, no issues.
And what's this exact model?
It's F11-005. We'll try filling it through the hard port and show it's gonna take forever. Maybe it will drip, drip, drip. It might not even fill.
Okay.
Then we'll show the other way how easy it is to fill through this port. So if you see here, there's not much room for the oil to be filled there. We're saying you might think it's full, but it might not be actually full. We should actually be filling through there. You can see more room there, and it's easy to fill it there.
What are those ports called? Like if you had to.
Case drain ports.
Okay.
So it's the drain ports. There's two optional drain ports, and one they can use for flushing as well, and one's for drain port. Generally, they use this one for drain port. The spot's blocked. This is open. I'm gonna fill it. See the air bubble.
And it looks
You
full
can
right
see
now.
it's already full, but I didn't even pour anything. See, it's still full here.
Even if you still dump, it doesn't take any?
Yeah, it will take forever to fill, but people will misjudge it by saying it's already full.
So if they ran it like that,
that's like
what
not
happens?
even full. It's dry shut up and they could damage the rotating wheel.
Okay.
That's probably what happened to this unit already.
Ah.
So now let's plug that. So this is what? 50 ml, or that's 100, it's almost half, so almost 50 ml.
Okay.
So
This is the new port.
this is the back port, wider port, easier port to fill it up. I'm gonna pour. See, it goes in pretty easy. See the difference?
Yes.
So 50 ml, still it's full, still it's not full. Just gonna add another 50.
So you want to see it all like fill up and overflow?
Yeah.
That's how you know
Yeah.
it's filled?
Yep.
Okay.
So added 50 ml. I'm just gonna add 50 more. It's still not full.
Wow.
Okay.
Ah,
So
there
pretty
it
much
is.
100 ml.
Okay.
Right on. So it need almost 100 ml to fill the case.
Okay.
And that was easy. See the difference between the both sides, right?
Yeah.
So that's how it should be filled. Flip it over. Also, we will recommend filling
Stop
the
it up.
lines. The lines.
Oh.
So that will be a better idea too. So that's how basically it should be filled. This will be the drain line. This will be the A and B ports.
Got it.
So we will hook it up and we'll test it and make sure everything's working.
Because this is everything that arrived today for our stock, plus a few repairs here. And it's all Parker stuff. No, wait, I lied. We have 2 crates of Linde here. What do you think's in these crates?
A lot of stuff to unbox.
Yeah. Oh, they look a lot like those HPV 135s that we saw up there.
Did they fix the shipping on these?
These ones did not have the same shipping problem.
Awesome.
The other ones, the bottom fell out of the crate.
And what are these smaller ones here?
You can tell these are Voax out of Sweden because of the white boxes. All the Swedish, they had those nice white boxes. Now in here too, this is actually an ISO skid. So it's like a standard skid size. And they have these cool collars that go on here.
Oh.
And you just keep stacking them up. So here they stacked up a whole bunch of them. And it's all Parker. So it's quite a bit. If you look into here, it's very deep full of stuff.
And is all that going to be going in the Cardex machine, or?
These small things are going to go in the Cardex machine. But the big stuff, like, we try not to put boxes like this here in there. Because the Cardex doesn't like too much height. So it's really good at stuff that's very low, like this. And then it just files them one after another. But once you start to get to like this here, it's better to put on some of these, we call them just Schaefer racks. So after we receive it, then it goes here. We put it up on a shelf, and we give it a location in the system.
Reminds me of like the Dewey Decimal System in a library. It's so complicated.
Yeah, we have to. If you spend time looking for things, by the end of the day, 10 minutes per order, you'd be only doing maybe Oh, a quarter. You get a quarter done.
Yeah, it definitely adds up.
You have to be very accurate.
Got some stuff that came back for service then?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why this came in. Probably you'll find out when Dell makes a video with Lithgow St. Catherine's. They're the ones that specialize in this.
Oh, so these are going to be sent to St. Catherine's
That's
then?
right,
okay.
yeah.
Are these pumps? Are these motors?
These are the Gold Cup units.
Gold? Okay, I've heard about those.
That's
I've
right.
not seen one.
They're expensive, they're big, and not a lot of people can do them, but we do them really well. They're called Gold Cups. Every series had a name. They had Challenge Cups, Premier was another one, XL series. They just have a name. But these ones are kind of the cream of the crop. A lot of military applications for these. They're extremely reliable.
Gotcha. And where are these made? I know some Switzerland, Ohio. Wow, so these are U.S. made.
These are U.S. made.
If these are going to St. Catherine's, why do they come here and not to?
We don't have American customers ship to Canada.
Got it.
So
No,
because
that
it's always a
makes
pain,
Yeah.
so we always take care of all cross-border shipping.
Okay, that
Smart.
makes sense.
And this one here is a P24S. This one looks to be a little smaller, so this would be a P11 or a P14. P14S. The S is this shuttle valve down at the bottom here, and also allows you to have a through drive. So like the S means a couple things, but the S stands for shuttle valve here. Want to go on a technical journey? Like and subscribe.